Saturday, April the 26th, we will be recognizing the Drug Enforcement Administration's annual Drug Take-Back Day event. We will be in the parking lot at Baton Rouge Police Department headquarters, and we will be asking the public to come out and join us, and we want them to empty out their medicine cabinets of anything that is unused, unwanted, and expired. We want them to drop those medications off to us so that those drugs don't end up in the wrong hands or potentially end up on the street. And for our spring event, we will be having a big community event. So there will be lots of resources there. Community partners who are all joining in this effort will be there to provide information, and we'll have some fun activities for the family as well. So many times now, drug abuse begins in the home. So we see instances where young people go into the family medicine cabinet, find some medications, potentially an opioid prescription left over from a surgery maybe, and they decide to experiment with that. And sometimes it only takes one pill for somebody to become addicted. So this is an effort to get all of those medications, opioids and other medications alike, out of the home to keep children and youth and even pets safe at home. Years ago, many times drug abuse began in a dark alley with a drug dealer and a drug deal. And now many times drug abuse situations begin in the home, unfortunately, again, where there's a leftover medication from maybe another family member's surgery or some other type of medical event. And just out of curiosity, teens will take that medication. We also see instances across the country where teens engage in a practice called farming. But this is not farming with an F. This is farming with a pH farming, where they'll go in the medicine cabinet and just grab a few of every pill that they see in there with no regard for what the medication has been prescribed for. And then they go to a party, and that handful of pills is basically their cover charge to get into the party. They'll walk in, drop all the pills in a bowl, and then once the party begins, the practice is to swirl the pills around, everybody grab a handful and take the handful that you reach in and get, again, with no regard for what it is. It could be opioids, blood pressure medication, birth control pills, thyroid medication. So this is an extremely dangerous practice. Fentanyl is a synthetic opioid, so we're not concerned about pharmaceutical fentanyl. I want to be very clear about that. Pharmaceutical fentanyl is a life-saving medication that is primarily used in the hospital setting or for people who have cancer pain. What we're referring to is illicit fentanyl. So this is fentanyl that is coming across the border, usually made by the cartels, and it comes across into the United States either in pressed pill form as a counterfeit of what we think is a regular medication, and it also comes across in the form of fentanyl powder. Fentanyl is incredibly dangerous. The amount of fentanyl that would fit on the tip of a pen is the amount that can be lethal. So Drug Take Back Day is completely anonymous. This is a no questions asked program. And though there will be lots of law enforcement officers there, no one will be paying attention to anybody that's coming through. So there's no record that's kept of anything. You can literally come with drugs in a box or a bag and just drop them straight into one of the disposal boxes. No one's going to look through them. You can even bring medication in a pill bottle with your name on it, and you don't have to be concerned that your identity would be stolen from that effort. These boxes are thrown directly into incinerators. No one ever opens them once they are sealed on site. Fortunately, Louisiana Blue has funded permanent prescription drug drop boxes that are situated in every parish across the state of Louisiana. And you can look up on our website, which is lablue.com/safe drug drop. And that will give you the map where all of our boxes are all across the state. So these are permanent boxes. Most of them are in law enforcement offices, and you can go by anytime, most of them 24 hours a day, and drop off medications. And again, that is a completely anonymous program. No questions asked about what is dropped off. Here in East Baton Rouge Parish, those boxes are located at Baton Rouge Police Headquarters, where we will be on Saturday the 26th. There's also one at Southern University and another at the Zachary Police Department. Definitely the DEA website has lots of information about locations all over the country. And then our Louisiana Blue website will also have information about this event and all of our other anti-drug efforts.